Page 6 of practice exam 3, label the amino acids below. The first one is L-phenylalanine, the next one is L-proline, the next one is glycine. Okay, it's not L-glycine, it's not racemic, so it's just glycine. Next one is L-valine, and the next one is L-alanine. Provide 2 synthetic routes for the synthesis of racemic alanine. All right, so one of these you could use, let's see, you could use the Strecker synthesis. Okay, or you could use reductive amination. So the Strecker reaction involves starting with the appropriate aldehyde. You form an iminium species, or just an imine, which you then treat with HCN. You protonate the imine to form an iminium. The cyano group attacks. It gives you an alpha cyanonitrile, and you hydrolyze the nitrile to the acid, giving you your amino acid. So you would start off with a methyl group on the aldehyde carbon to get alanine. Okay, reductive amination, you start off with an alpha keto acid. Okay, and here again you're going to form an imine, and then you treat that with hydrogenation conditions, H2 and palladium. It reduces the imine to an amino group, and it gives you your racemic amino acid. Page 7 of practice exam 3. So this is very similar to your take-home exercise. Circle all of the amino acids above that have a non-basic nitrogen-containing side chain. All right, so again, non-basic nitrogen-containing side chain, so histidine, right? That's not basic because it's part of an aromatic group. The other kind of not basic nitrogen is an amide side chain. Okay, the guanidine is quite basic. The lysine is quite basic. Here we have tryptophan. Again, the lone pair on that nitrogen is tied up in aromaticity, so it's not basic. That amide's not basic. Okay, so this would be basic. The NH3, this would be basic with the guanidine on there. And here's an amide. That's not basic. Yeah, I think we got them all there. All right, so remember, you're not worried about the amino group that's part of the alpha amino acid. All right, that's not part of the side chain. All right, and they are all basic at that position. All right, so this is focusing on the side chain. All right, box all the amino acids above that are acidic. All right, so these are easy, at least easier compared to the amine questions or the nitrogen questions. In terms of acidity, you're literally just looking for carboxylic acids, again, on the side chain, right? Not part of the standard amino acid head of every amino acid, all right? So the alcohols are not included as acidic species, okay? So what else do we have here? Oh, put a triangle around the guanidine, right? I love guanidine. That's guanidine. All right, name this peptide. All right, so here we have an amino acid residue. This is the N-terminus. N-terminus there. That's glycine. This is alanine. This is proline, or comes from proline, rather. Okay. This comes from valine. Here we have another glycine. All right, and finally, something that comes from phenylalanine, or I guess we can include the nitrogen in there. All right, so we start at the N-terminus. This right here is the C-terminus. Okay, and you always name something from N-terminus to C terminus. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's drawn left to right, right to left, up to down, down to up. Okay, you start at the N terminus, and so this would be glycine, alanine, proline, valine, glycine, phenylalanine. So this exam, I think, it's slightly shorter than the exam that you'll take in class. However, I think it's harder. We'll see what you guys think. The only thing that I didn't put on this exam, I think that it's on the study guide, but your nucleobases and bonding pairs, hydrogen bonding pairs, base pairing, that kind of stuff, that's worth studying. Other than that, any questions that you guys have, I'll address in the Q&A sessions over the weekend.